But speaking of Sheamus,
this
he
was eye-opening. This was
he took
eye-opening.
on Grayson Waller this week. After taking on Austin Theory a couple weeks ago, which Grayson set up for his apparent BFF, which Theory obviously was not into. And Grayson just got, what do they say? Mollywopped. He was just ragdoll. It did not end well. He tried to escape at one point, and Theory made sure, no, brother, you're getting back in there. And he started laughing, and the crowd started chanting for Austin Theory.
I just was writing that. I was going to ask you, what were your feelings on hearing the crowd chant for Austin Theory, and then the camera cutting to Austin Theory biting his lip because he couldn't believe it either?
I just, my immediate reaction was just like, it's about time. You know, like, this is why Austin Theory has needed to be a baby face for the past 2 years. Like, we've been saying this for so long. And this gave me a little bit of hope that maybe the right moment for him to fully turn on Waller has not passed yet, because that is something that we've talked about in recent weeks, that maybe that opportunity was long ago and that it's not going to get the reaction that they should get. This made me feel a little bit more hopeful, like, okay, if they're in front of the right crowd, it's going to be a big moment. And I would like to see it sooner rather than later, because I really feel like Theory could have like a really great summer if they have him as a baby face. He could have, you know, a little feud with Waller, but then move on from there, and maybe we see him back in the mid card scene. Like, I don't know.
Can you imagine a Dirty Dom Theory rivalry for the Intercontinental Championship? I'd be for that. I like that.
Well, and interesting though, because it's like, is Dom a babyface? Are we trying to push him as a babyface? Like, there's some sort of gray area right now.
He's in a gray area.
But that would be a really great feud, and it could be a great way for Theory to really get over in the fans' eyes of being like the good guy that you want to root for, you know? I don't know. I think it's time. That's the first time that I think we've ever heard anyone cheer for Theory in a positive way. Like that.
I haven't heard an Austin Theory chant in months.
Or years. I couldn't even tell you the last time.
It could be years.
Yeah.
It very well could be years.
Yeah. And it's kind of one of those things that it's like, it really does feel like he got the Vince McMahon curse, because anytime he has aligned himself with like a young talent, it's almost never gone right for that talent. If we want to talk about another prime example, is Drew McIntyre. The second that he was thrown out there as this young Scottish wrestler, but he was supposed to be the next guy, it was Vince McMahon's pick. It was not great. And it felt like it kind of doomed him from the start, because that was just the constant label that he was getting from fans. And that has been the case with Theory, on top of them not pivoting to what his strength is, which is obviously being a likable dude. They should have done that a long time ago. They were trying so hard to get him to be a bad guy, and I get it. When he first came out, he was super annoying with the selfies and the US title thing. It was annoying, but it was like, you hated him because he was annoying.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't really like anything deeper than that, you know?
There was no substance with this dude. Dude was just taking selfies. That's like,
yeah, that was just being, it was like, all right, this dude's annoying, you know?
I have a photo of me taking a selfie with Austin Theory in the background.
As he's taking a selfie?
No, as he got his ass kicked walking away on SmackDown. It was
very
awesome.
Nice. Very nice. I agree with Richard. He says that Theory was pushed too early, too fast, like Roman. He never found the right gimmick. Yeah. So I think they need to lean into the babyface thing, because I mean, we've been saying this. Dude is one of the people that is constantly at charity events. Why would they choose this guy to go to charity events if he was a real life asshole?
Exactly.
You know, like so they need to lean into that, because I feel like they're really missing out on a giant baby face on Raw that isn't Jey Uso. Because it really is like it's Jey Uso right now. Like he's that top guy on Raw. Cody Rhodes obviously is still that guy on SmackDown when he's around. But it would be nice to have an Austin Theory because he's not even 30. He can wrestle his ass off. People want to cheer for him. Like,
Yeah.
do it. That's a guy that you can have around for another 10, 15 years.